This week, I made $8,000 in my funded accounts, and in this video, I'll go over the trades I took and what led me to take them. So, let's start with Monday. Monday, the 14th, I took 3 trades on the TickTickTrader account. Most of my trades, you'll see a lot of the times, it's a market shift. That's my entry. Pretty much what it means is we make a lower low or a higher high, and then we instantly change direction. So like, let's say we make a low here, make a high, make a lower low, and then we break that high that we just made. That's a market shift. It kind of indicates that like there's a higher probability of it reversing there. So what I did, this was Monday morning, New York Open. We struggled a bit to make new highs. We came down into my demand area that I marked out, made a market shift. I entered, very textbook. I was aiming for this zone that I had up here. The issue was we didn't get to it, and then we started coming back down. Typically, what I like to do is I trail my stop with another market shift. So in theory, it would have been perfect right here. I didn't do it. I like to hold my trades, and that's one of my downfalls. I hold my trades too long sometimes. And so when we came down here, we started struggling. We went back up. I trailed my stop here. It came and ticked me out, and then went direct to my take profit. So that was quite frustrating, but I kept my head straight, and I took 2 more trades. So I took this short at this area of interest that I marked out. It's at 6,300. We had a lot of resistance up here previously. When we showed that we didn't really want to go past it, I took 50% of a position, and then I added the other 50% on the break of this low, gave me an average of around here, and then I held it all the way down to previous resistance and took full profits for like a 1 to 2. Then I entered back in on the long. That's what I wanted to get back in. I was just kind of looking for this quick scalp, but the real position was the long. And so I entered back in on another market shift, entered 50% here, and I think 50% up here, gave me an average here. And then stop loss below here. What I like to do, by the way, when I end my first 50% is I enter, let's say I enter here. I'm not going to put it at this low right here. I'm going to put it way wider so that I have more room, and then I can withstand some volatility. And then when I get another market shift or something, I can add my other 50%. I like to manage my risk that way. It feels better. I can widen my stop for my initial position before I'm certain I really want to go in full. So that's nice. So yeah, entered that, went up, we went back down to my entry, and then we went to full profits at 6,300, and then I I took full profits there. This is my Notion template. I use this for every trading day. So trading day, this was the 14th. This is the trade I took on another account. It was an overnight trade. It was kind of just trying to fill this gap. This is actually what got me funded on my expert account for my funded futures. It was just this overnight gap that we had. Most of the time, I think it's like 80% of the time we fill the gaps. So I took the trade overnight, left it on. And yeah, with still, I took a little, it almost went to my take profit. And then it crashed all the way down, almost to my stop loss, and then we went back up overnight, and like at 5 in the morning, I got the email saying I passed it. So that was nice. So yeah, and then I pretty much just go over every trade, what I took, what I could have done better. I have this rule list. Did not change risk features. That's pretty much just, did I go in and change stuff so I could trade more? It's just bad. It's like contract limits, daily loss limits, stuff like that. Did exceed 2 losses? Did not exceed 2 losses for the day. All trades were taken off of an area of interest, a supply, demand, or just a reaction, like resistance zone, a zone of an interest. All trades never exceeded position sizing. I never take more than 4 contracts of ES. I entered 2 and 2, so 50% is my 2, and then I add on confirmation 2 more. Only GC or ES. Those are the only things I trade. Trades were taken between 9:30 and 11. And never entered with 50%, more than 50% of position before market structure confirmation, before getting that market shift I was talking about. Did not look at profits or losses. I end up looking at them sometimes, and that really, it changes my focus. It's no longer really the trade, and then it's more just focusing on the profits. It's something I have to work on. It's hard to not look at it, but yeah, and never widen my stop loss. Those are pretty good rules, I think, to keep me in an account for a while, stay alive, and not go on tilt. Then I go over what I did. If I got 9 out of 9, or if I didn't, why didn't I? And then lessons, things like I close on, what I could have done better, and the P&L. If you guys want this template, I'll put it in the description, and you guys can just duplicate it and use it on your own. It's pretty nice. Anyways, moving on to Tuesday, the 15th. Tuesday, this is the trades I took on my Funny Futures account, my expert account. We pretty much just pumped up from news that Nvidia was talking about trades with China, something like they were expecting that they'll be able to trade or something. It's something very loose. So anyways, we came up very extended, and then we had a market shift. I took the 3-bar reversal on the tick chart, and as we made a lower high, and then just kind of held it, took profits. Then it seemed like we wanted to reverse. I tried the long, didn't work out, and then I took the short again and rode it all the way down here, back to this resistance. I made $3,000 on the first day on my Funny Futures account with these trades, and so that made me eligible for a payout with them in 2 weeks. So that's pretty dope. Anyways, moving on to my TickTickTrader account. I took one trade, gold, very, very simple, very extended to the downside, just down and down and down. When we got a 3-bar reversal on the 5-minute chart, it was a market shift. You see here we make a low, make a high, higher low, and then we break that high after making lower lows. And then I kind of missed this. I didn't get in time, but I was like, you know what? It looks like there's a lot of volume. I'll just get in on a break of a high. So I took this trade, stop loss below, and just wrote it for like a 1.5, something very basic at this resistance. That was the only trade I took, and yeah, up 12.65. If we go to Wednesday, I took one trade again. This was a short. It was pretty much New York Open. We were kind of consolidating after making a rally pre-market, and we just started making lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. And so I took 50%, put my stop loss way above 6,300. 6,300 is a very important level on the S right now. We seem to interact with it a lot, and so a very easy trade, just stop loss above like 63.05 or something, and then I added 50% on confirmation, and then I just wrote it all the way down to my area of interest that I was looking to buy. So Wednesday up 1917.5. If you go to Thursday I took a short, a long, and another long. We were hesitating. We didn't seem like we wanted to go above 325. Very stalling a lot at 322s, 323s, and so I took 50% with stop loss above 25. Very cheap trade. And then I added on confirmation of break here, and then I held it all the way down here. It was like a 1-to-1, 1.5, something like that with partials. And then I tried the long just before we got to my area of interest. I had wanted to get it in my area of interest. It didn't tap it. But then it made a small market shift, so I took it anyways, 50% of my contract, so 2 ES, and then I just kept it tight. It stopped me out down here, and so it didn't work out, but I was wrong for cheap. And then it came down, it swept this zone that I had into this demand zone, and then it had a strong reaction, and so I entered 50%, and then I added 50% on confirmation above this high right here, so I got this average here. We came up to this area. I took some partials, came back down to my entry, I held it, then we went back up, took more partials up here, and then I took my last partials, one here and one here. So yeah, those were my 3 trades, up 29.75 for Thursday. And last one, Friday. Friday I took 2 trades. Friday kind of sucked, I'm gonna be honest. Friday was very weird to trade. I had thought that we would kind of just rally all day, because it was Friday, and we do seem to have a lot of Friday rallies on indices where it's just a zombie rally, just grinds higher all day. And we were near all-time highs. NASDAQ had made all-time highs just before open. And yeah, so first trade, I had it at settlement from the previous day. It ticked me in on some news, and then I didn't exit because it was so fast. It wicked up, wicked down, and I was like, okay, I'll probably just add my other 2 contracts if we get another confirmation. And then we just never did. It just kept grinding lower, 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 and then tacked me out. Hindsight, obviously I should have closed it, but it could have just reversed as well, and I was looking for a reaction in this demand zone. We never got it, so at least I didn't enter with my other 50%, but yeah, so that was a loss. And then my second trade was this one. I tried the long again after it wicked this zone, came up, made a small market shift, and then as we were going up, I was going to take partials up here, and we just wicked down. We just had a tape bomb, which is pretty much just a big market order that comes in, wipes out a lot of prices. Almost stopped me out, but it didn't. Made a high here, went back down, made a higher low, and then it broke the high, so I added 50% again, because I hadn't had my full position yet. And then it dropped and took me out, so that was a full loss. Fortunately, it was only for like 3 points, 3.7.5, 3 to 4 points. So it was pretty cheap, but then I stopped it there because one of my rules is no more than 2 losses. So I took it off right there, down 14.55. Yeah, so this day was also not great for my funded futures account though. I had taken trades on it, even though I said I wouldn't. You can read this if you want. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about it. It was rough, but you know, I got over it. I'll be trading that account slowly, 1 to 2 MNQ or 2 to 4 MES, and just grind it out. I have 2 weeks to get a payout, so get eligible for the payout, so we should be chilling on that. So that was my week. If you guys want to see the stats, here they are. Right there. I don't really care if you guys see this account. 55% win rate, 1.4 average RR, profit factor of 1.8. You can just pause and look at these stats if you like. And this is my calendar. Pretty nice. It's fun to look at. Big number. Monkey brain go, ooh. And for my MyFund Futures account, here's the stats. $2,600 net profit, $500 above the above the buffer. It was at like 1,200. Shit happens, you know. We'll get back to it. But yeah, so there you go. You can kind of look at these if you want. I'll be grinding this account out. I got 2 weeks to get a payout. 14 days. Yeah, it's a long time. So I'll just trade small and just compound the profits. So that's how my week went. First video for my new series of Road to 25K in Payouts. So far 0, but healthy accounts, so we'll see how it goes. If you guys want to stay tuned for the next videos, I'll be posting every weekend, so you can subscribe if you want, if you're interested in that. So apart from that, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next time.